Ever look a gift horse in the mouth? Give it eye contact. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Thank you to It's Pronounced Wiener Slave for that catchphrase submission. Thank you, It's Pronounced Wiener Slave. I don't know how else I would pronounce it. Wiener Slave, maybe? Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang and Happy New Year 2021. First episode. May the January 4th be with you. We are back for 2021. I'm getting applause from one of our guests. It's either that or rhythmic clapping. I'm not quite sure. Maybe he's laying down a beat.
Bang into your mouth.
You know you wanna.
Bang, bang into your mouth.
You know you wanna.
Bang, bang into your mouth.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We know who that is, by the way, and you know who I am, Scott Aukerman, your host. And as is tradition on the first episode of the year, I had to really pull and search for that one. Yeah, it's called a year, 365 days, sometimes 366. We have two very special guests. They are friends of not only mine, but of each other. So we have like a circular friendship. I'm friends with one of them. I'm friends with the other one. They're friends with each other. They're also friends with me individually. And yet the three of us are some sort of Voltron of friends here, where when we team up, we can only appear on this podcast together on the first episode of every year. And you know their voices, you know their singing. Of course, I'm talking about, you know him from SNL and Good News, amongst other things. Horatio Sanz is here. And you know him from and as Sonic the Hedgehog and various other things that he tweets about that I don't know if they're still around. DuckTales?
It just got canceled. Literally just got canceled.
Ooh, Magoof. That's got to sting when someone like me brings it up.
It almost seems like you researched that it got canceled and then brought it to my attention.
So it was canceled. It didn't end on its own terms.
Laugh
Soprano
like
style.
The Grinch, like you just won, like you just Queen's Gambited me. Don't laugh like you Sicilian defensed me.
Ben Schwartz is here. Welcome, Benny Schwa. Benny,
lovely to see you. Hey Scott, thank you for telling everybody what it means to have three friends. So basically, we're three friends, but you took the longest route to get.
Well, I don't want anyone to get the idea that you guys are friends without me, and then I'm also just friends with you individually. I want everyone to know that all three of us can be friends in an equilateral triangle of friendship.
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we?
Singing on Zoom is impossible.
I see you dancing at the discotheque.
Horatio, that's the one line that you gravitated towards. You did it more committed than anything I've ever seen you do in your career.
That is my line. Everyone knows it at karaoke. I'll take the mic away from you for singing that song.
Whoever's singing that.
May I say something about Horatio? Oftentimes, Scott or I says something nice about Horatio. Horatio's in The Mandalorian on Disney Plus.
Yes, and the Mandalorian.
He is so effing good.
The man in the DeLorean.
No. It has nothing to do with
He's talking about Doc Brown. He is the new Doc Brown.
No,
in the
Pedro
Back to the
Pascal
Future
plays
reboot.
a character named Mandalorian. Pedro Pascal, who's from Chile, where Horatio Sanz is from as well.
We're both from Chile.
Two Chileans. And didn't we talk about that, how you sort of broed down over that fact when you were filming?
We did. I think, we had a good time, and he's very similar upbringing.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever said we had a good time about a conversation I had with someone.
That's how good that was.
What a weird review.
No,
we had a good time.
Well, I mean,
making small talk.
I had worked with him, so I sat around with him for a long time.
Sure, but I mean, the work you had a good time, but you said it about the conversation?
Yeah, he had a good time. When he was talking,
let me just say about the first time we spoke, we had a really good time.
Yeah. Wait, Horatio, the last episode you were in, which is season 2 near the end, you're so good. Your acting is so good. You're funny. You're dramatic. I texted you immediately after watching.
I know. Thank you so much, Benny Schwartz.
So good, and I just really loved it.
I watched it and I was like, they're going to start giving Academy Awards to TV actors suddenly.
That's what I thought.
Because that's how good you are. Like, hey, I know this is for movies. We're going to make an exception for this guy. Get up here!
I think I should, at this point, I should really get nominated for a Latin Emmy.
Yeah.
If nothing else.
Seriously.
I think you earned it.
Because, Latin Emmy, they're going to be like, look at this guy is blue in a He's not he's a Latino who's playing someone who is blue.
Right. I mean, you
Check
are
him
really pushing boundaries and, and
really
breaking down barriers and glass ceilings and everything.
Yeah, I'm the Jackie
every year
Robinson.
Scott tries to get a Latin Emmy, and every year he fails.
Yeah, never gotten one. I mean, they have Latin Grammys. Why not Latin Emmys, Latin Oscars? You know what I mean?
Oh, I think they used to have Latin Emmys, and then someone was like, let's just not do this anymore.
Wait, it took one person?
Yeah, one guy.
I
think it was Mark Anthony. It was Mark Anthony said, let's not do this shit anymore.
This conversation does not seem like a good time. Would you agree, Scott?
This is not a good time. I'm not having a good time on this.
No, you're not having a good time.
Ben, I'm sorry about the DuckTales snafu and apologize
right out the gate.
for that.
The first thing
sorry
you did was talk about something that got canceled.
But you always have these irons in the fire. I never know what's going on with them because I'm not a child and I don't watch your work.
Do you want to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
That's my other show. Do you? No. You are on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Are you?
Got canceled. No joke. Got canceled a couple months ago.
Whoa, no, jeez,
no joke.
What are you doing in these cartoons? Are you trying to do a black voice?
Excuse me, Horatio?
Why are these shows getting canceled when you talk?
Are you trying to win a Latin Emmy with these?
I do this might be a reason why I keep trying to sing copywritten songs, and they explain to me they can't afford
Stairway
it.
to Heaven.
Yes, all my characters.
So the entire budget went into they could just cut it out, I would think. But no, once you sing it,
no, I sang the whole thing, and they're only 11 minutes.
You sing all of your lines to the tune of Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah. So I was unusable.
You know what I never sang to you guys?
What's that?
Yeah.
Why can't we be friends?
That's not your line.
We be friends?
What's your line? Sing your line.
It's coming up. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be
You need
friends?
to do the entire chorus before you sing your one line?
I see you dancing at the discotheque.
Did he sing it like that, or is that just you singing like that?
I think he sang it like that. I kind of recall as a kid watching, the Midnight Special and seeing...
It's a little too aggressive for that sentiment, like it sounds like he's going to murder him. Or
is there?
I'm assuming it's a
her. I think
maybe
it's a her who has.
What's a? Why does it matter? Why does it matter?
Nice, Scott. You're really 2021.
2021. I think it does not matter who's dancing at the discotheque or what gender they happen to be.
Good for you.
So sorry about DuckTales, sorry about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but you have Sonic is still going strong, and
Sonic the Hedgehog. Maybe you've heard of it.
Yes, great film. I think you might be up for an Academy Award. You're probably more like Jim Carrey if there were to be one.
Tough, man.
But,
give me something.
I don't know. What else do you do?
What do you mean? What else do I do? You made fun of. I was in I'm in a couple shows now.
Yeah, what are you? Yeah, what are you in?
Tell us. You never call us and talk to us anymore.
Yeah, okay. The last time I talked to Ben, he was like, "I'm doing something really secret. I can't tell you what it is." And you want me to talk about that?
Yeah, tell everybody what I said. The real secret thing was, Scott. I can't wait. Tell everybody.
You are
tell them
writing a new Bible.
I'm writing the new Bible.
The new Bible.
The Benny Bible.
Officially sanctioned. Officially sanctioned by God and Jesus.
G and JC gave me the go-ahead.
It's more of like an oral history, you were saying.
Yes, it's the New Testament. It's like a newer version of the Testament that's out there right now. And to me, it's what they were really thinking. It's the behind the scenes of making the Bible type thing.
Yeah, and I heard Judas actually is going to give you interviews for it.
Judas is going to give me interviews. We already have a script. Bob Balaban is playing Judas.
Really? He's so amazing in anything he does.
So incredible. He can turn anything into
cannot
Judas.
wait to see him hang himself. That's going to be powerful.
Well, no spoilers. This is the New Testament, so things aren't exactly as you remember.
Oh, okay. So it's like a reboot, so maybe he doesn't leave it open for a sequel?
I don't know if you saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but there could be a lot of different Jesus Christs out there. You know what I mean?
Man. Do you think there is like a Jesus in the multiverse who... like day 4 was like, fuck this not sinning shit, and then he like stole a cookie and never got to.
I 100% don't think that's possible.
You don't think that's possible?
I think that's really rude, honestly.
Really? You think that's sacrilegious of me to say?
Yeah, 2021, you're doing whatever you want, and it's terrifying. I once did a show with Horatio. This is a real story, and Horatio brought on a Santa Claus that happened to be African American on stage, and someone called it Black Santa Claus, and Horatio stopped the show. Do you remember this, Horatio? This isn't even a bit. Horatio said, "No, that's just Santa Claus. Don't call him Black Santa Claus. That's Santa Claus." And then the person felt terrible, and it was a wonderful moment on stage.
Wow! Merry Christmas.
Well, yeah, because we had to find things at Goodwill or at Rite Aid to give each other on stage and then improvise. We wouldn't divulge what we were giving each other, and that was one of the items. Black Santa.
How often do you divulge anything? You like usually you
Have
just
you seen
tell
the
someone
size
something.
of Horatio's divulge, by the way? It's fucking huge. His DeBarge divulge is
Why are you putting on
insane.
airs about
I know,
this
listen,
improv show?
I
You
got a
wouldn't
big-
divulge.
I got a big divulge in my pants, and you know what? I'm a heavy guy, so it's not all you know what good stuff. but I'm okay down there, and thank you for reminding me and everyone out there, Ben, that
That was very important for 2021 to let everyone
Yes.
know your penis
Horatio's
size.
got so much fucking Chilean meat down in his undergarments. if you don't get
I
that
do.
Chilean sea bass in your goddamn mouth in 2021,
Is there another Chilean meat like what I know maybe linguica or what?
you're being
Like what?
very-
lengua. Yeah,
Lengua.
there's lengua. There's tongue.
Tongue,
Chileans,
yes.
Chileans eat tongue. Yeah.
What was your favorite dish growing up, or would you primarily just eat?
my favorite dish now, and probably was.
I guess I said
this
growing
thing
up. But
called-
go ahead.
My favorite dish now is the everything salad at Healthy Barn.
Okay, I don't know why we pivoted to what
That's
you're
my
eating
favorite
now, but
meal
okay.
now.
But he was asking like
My favorite
growing
meal
up, growing
from
up,
my
growing
mother. From my mother, probably. She made a very nice
everyday
soup.
salad.
A soup called albondigas,
Albondigas,
meatball
yeah.
soup
I
I've heard
used to
albondigas.
serve it at Olive Garden.
with pieces of dough inside there,
Oh, wow.
shit.
which are called throw 'em in the pot.
Everyone loves their mother's cooking, but can everyone's mother actually have made something that good, or is it just
No,
what
my
you're
mom
used
was not
to?
a good cook, and she knows it. She's not a good cook. Yeah,
Would you guys order out a lot, or were you?
My dad would cook. Or she would cook the same three things. I don't know if every mother was like this, but she would do meatloaf, chicken that we used to call veiny chicken because you could taste the veins in the chicken. Meatloaf. Oh, and the pasta. She would get green pasta and put cottage cheese on it.
like spinach pasta
Spinach pasta with cottage cheese.
with
Those are my
cottage
three dishes.
cheese on it?
And by the way, so my parents were very poor growing up, so we did a bunch of every now and then we would have ketchup in our pasta. Every now and then we
Right.
put water in our ketchup to mix it up to make more ketchup.
Right.
So all that stuff growing up was stuff that we always.
So is
did.
it something where you miss that kind of food? Like if you were to have it, would it bring back good memories for you?
No joke. I haven't had a cottage cheese in so long, and I had a taste of it, and I was like, oh my god, this would be so good with some spinach.
Some spinach pasta.
And someone looked at
Yeah.
me like I was insane.
I think that's what happens is you get brainwashed by your family that this is something good, and then
Right.
if you attach nice memories to it,
That's exactly
Then-
right.
Yeah.
then you're going to eat it. Yeah.
My mother would butter both sides of every tortilla that she for when we had taco night, and then flip them over. And I remember when Kulop, my ex-girlfriend, and I started dating. I made tacos at home and I started buttering both sides. She was like, "That's a lot of butter." But then I got her back because she had never eaten shrimp tacos and she thought that sounded disgusting. And I took her to eat them and she said they were good. Anyway,
What's a weird thing, Horatio? What's a weird food thing you did as a kid? I every now and then used to dip my nacho Doritos in ketchup as well. But
your nacho Doritos, nacho
a little bit of
Doritos.
by the way,
and ketchup.
grilled
That's
cheese and
interesting.
ketchup, of course. Everybody does that. I'm not a weirdo, right? Grilled cheese and ketchup.
Adding water to ketchup?
Well, you did that, right?
No, I'd never do that.
Oh, see, I
Why'd
got
you
made
bring it
fun
up?
of.
Did you think he said that?
Because
Why'd
it
you
grossed
blurt
me
that
out.
out? Oh.
I want to make sure he's still not doing it.
Yeah, well, I'm not anymore. But also, like water in the hand soap every now and then. We're all doing.
Oh, I
yeah.
do water in the hand soap. Yeah.
Sure, we all do water in the hand soap.
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 I see you dancing at the discotheque. Oh, but if you could be a kid right now and be doing quarantine, would you, or is it better as an adult?
I'm sorry. If you were a kid and could do quarantine, would you do it? Is what you just asked?
Yeah, like, wouldn't it be, would you have traded 1 year of your life when you were a kid to be in quarantine? Or are you glad that you are an adult and out of...
Great question. Adult. Definitely for me, I'm happy that it's happening when I'm an adult. Absolutely.
Yeah, I would have ruined my childhood, I think, because
Your entire childhood?
my whole thing would have been ruined.
Yeah. Well, I can only
From 1
imagine
year of not going to
not being
school.
able to go out there and see your friends and like just
It's
ride
gotta be
around
tough.
and Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say, Scott, to all your listeners who may be in college or high school right now?
Of course. No, I think this year is going to be, I think we're going to be on the upswing here. I got the vaccine a few days ago. And
how was it? Tell us about it. By the way,
it's so good. Oh, it's amazing. I mean, it makes you feel incredible. Like I literally, I think I floated off of the ground for just 2 feet off of the ground, and only for 30 seconds. But it's amazing.
Only 30 seconds? That's a huge amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, when you count it out, 1, 2, 3, all the way to 30, yeah, it feels long. But in the grand scheme of my life, no, it was barely anything.
Right, I guess.
I want to tell the kids out there,
yep,
say no to the Druids.
Sorry, the Druids?
The Druids.
Druids?
The new movie, The Druids.
Just say no to the Druids?
Is that a crude spinoff? Crude spinoff, The Druids?
Yeah, don't watch The Druids. They don't have the rights. It's a ripoff
of the Crudes.
I work on The Crudes. I do a little voice of the bird who has amnesia. And,
okay.
But they'll stay away from the Druids.
Stay away from the Druids.
All right, stay away from them in 2021.
If we learned anything, stay away from the Druids.
Stay away from the Druids. What are your big plans for 2021? What's the first thing you're going to do once that vaccine hits you?
I'm going to go to New York and hug my family. I cannot. This is the longest.
The Statue of Liberty.
And the Statue of Liberty. I'm going to go to New York, hug the Statue of Liberty, lick every doorknob I can.
Yeah.
Hit every doorknob, hug every cab.
Those doorknobs, they have to be so clean right now because no one's been licking them they usually do.
It's so weird to think of how unlicked all those doorknobs are.
Horatio, what are you going to do when you get out there?
Russian baths.
That's what you've been missing the most?
I'm missing so much my Russian bath.
What is that treatment where you go into a Russian bath and it's really hot and then they slap you with palm fronds and stuff?
Yeah, they
slap you with Hans and Franz?
Yeah, they pump you up. It's called the pump you up.
Oh, tell us about that, Harish.
It's kind of funny. Yeah, they have these dolls of Hans and Franz, Dana Carvey.
Hey, Horatio, when you were on SNL, why weren't you in Hans and Franz?
That is such a good question. I was just asking, why weren't you Wayne and Garth?
I was almost in Hans and Franz, but they're like, it doesn't make sense because you're kind of chubby. And I'm like, well, can't you make fun of me? And they're like, well, we like you.
Well, I mean, Dana Carvey and Kevin Nealon, great guys.
Very nice guys.
They don't have the best bodies I've ever seen.
Jesus,
they used stuffing for those muscles.
Scott.
When Gilda wanted me to be in the Coneheads.
Oh my God! And she wasn't even.
I was like, I don't know. Shouldn't Belushi do this?
It's so hard to say no to Gilda.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know. But Phil Hartman said it best when he said, Horatio, you are a gem amongst dirty leaves.
Wow.
So he was trying to say you were like a diamond in a pile of dirty leaves?
Yeah, because he knew that I was.
Wow. Amazing to have a compliment like that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But Adie Bryant and I are just very good friends.
That seems
still on the show. We're still on the show.
I can't believe how funny Beck Bennett is when he does cheeseburger. It blows my mind.
It is kind of interesting. You know how in Second City, any of the scenes that you come up with in Second City, this is what I've heard.
Yeah, tell us about Second City.
You know, Horatio, any scene you come up with, they own and then other people do them years later. Is it?
Yeah, as part of a best of.
Yeah, but
very weird.
Shouldn't they do that on SNL where Will Ferrell leaves and someone else is the cheerleader?
Yeah, I guess, but that's the part of the show is that you don't do other people's sketches. But
you're taking this very seriously.
If someone said, "Hey, Horatio, do you want to go do the cheerleaders on the road?" I'd be like, "Okay."
Really? Yeah. Anyone? Me?
Yeah, me and you.
SNL.
Go do
it. The three of us. We're gonna go do the cheerleaders.
All you need is me in there, and that's enough of attachment to the show.
So the three of us. When quarantine opens up, we're going to go on tour. We're going to do the cheerleaders. There's a 3-man cheerleaders. It's going to be a 5-minute show.
Yeah.
But people are starved for entertainment. They want to get out of the house. That should be enough for people. Don't you think?
My name is Scott. I am a cheerleader. It'd be amazing.
You're going to play Scott. I'm going to play Ben.
Yes, correct. Who does Horatio play?
man, I got to play the principal or something.
Oh, God, you know what's so funny? We don't talk for a bit, and it's just like we're on a rocket ship to the moon of comedy.
Horatio, did they tell you his name was Grogu when you were doing that show?
No, they did not.
They never said, hey, by the way.
They never said, hey, by the way. No, they said the child.
Pedro Pascal, during that...
They never yelled at me for saying Baby Yoda. I didn't say Baby Yoda.
Yeah, during that great, wonderfully enjoyable conversation you had with him, he never said, hey, by the way. This dude's name is Grogu.
He looked at me, he's like...
it.
He was having a cappuccino and a bag of popcorn without the helmet on, of course.
Grogu was?
And he's like...
Popcorn
no.
without the helmet?
The Mandalorian.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he's eating popcorn without the helmet. And he had an espresso or a cappuccino or something. He's like, Grogu? The fuck's that?
Wow.
And
this is an exclusive.
And he just walked away, and he walked away. And then later, I was getting my makeup taken off, and he was like, hey, you know what I said about Yoda's name? It's okay. I like it now.
I like it so he sat with it.
I like it now. Yeah, he had to sit with it.
Yeah.
And then he went to everybody and apologized to everybody in the crew.
Pedro did.
Really? Were you the only person who had heard him, though?
I'm the only person who heard him.
But he still went and apologized to everybody?
Because he thought I was going to go run and tell everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So it's like, just in case Horatio tells you that I shit on the name.
But the timing of when he told all those people they just missed him saying it, so you're the only one that heard him say it to everybody?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, you know how the volume is. You guys heard about the volume?
No, what's the volume? What's
the volume?
The volume is the set that surrounds all of us in the Mandalorian.
Oh, that's right. It's down there in Long Beach or something you were saying. And
yeah.
It's
so deep.
A bunch of put your ass to sleep.
So you can get everybody inside there, and then you can make an apology. Sometimes we call it the apology volume.
Wow.
Where at the end of the day, you get in there and you're like, hey, there's a guy there's a grip that I pushed a little bit getting on the set because I was late. And I want to apologize to him.
Everybody gets in the volume then?
And everybody cheers. Mandalorian! Mandalorian!
I have a question, just because I don't know the size. Approximately how many Grogus?
7 inches.
Oh, my man's got a
One Grogu?
a Chilean beaut. How many Grogus is your dick? Approximately how many Grogus is your dick?
About half a full-grown Grogu.
Full-grown Grogu.
Right now you're not seeing full-grown Grogu.
Wait, how big is Grogu going to get? Like 2 millimeters taller?
Listen, I can't tell everybody what,
well,
but
tell
I know for a fact that it's between. He's going to be 1.5 to 2 inches taller than he is already.
Whoa! This is crazy Star Wars spoilers. This is incredible. Do you have any other spoilers from the Star Wars set? I'd love to hear. I mean, the season is over now. Can you tell us what happens in season 3?
I can't. Of course, I can't tell you, but I can just give you a few things.
Yeah, hint around.
A couple hints. Yeah.
Get you a little excited.
Get my beak wet.
Get his beak wet.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be an R2-D2 series.
Are you serious?
What?
All R2-D2s.
All beeps and boops?
So wait, there's no C-3POs?
BB-8. Good news for our buddy Ben.
Hey,
BB-8's
back. Am I back in the action?
BB-8. Hey. RD-4D. R2-D2.
Oh my God.
RS-6F.
Oh my goodness.
Rebo the box lunch walker.
UB40s.
The UB40s will all be there.
UB40s are going to be there.
Tika Wakika is going to be there.
Oh my God.
Wow, but no C-3PO, so we won't understand anything they're saying?
No. And there's no
subtitles?
No subtitles either. It's going to be like you just got to figure out what's going on.
And there's like really emotional scenes, right? It's a lot of beeping and booping, and then like it's really emotional. It's like a drama.
It's got to have drama. It's got to have some laughs.
The Star Wars universe. The normal people of the Star Wars universe.
Can you tell me?
Can you count to 10, Scott?
1. You know the rest.
2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
In Star Wars, in season 3 of Mandalorian, are there going to be lasers?
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
How many?
There's going to be about 1,000 laser shots.
Whoa.
How do I know this? I know the guy who makes the laser shots.
Whoa! And he counts them?
Oh, wait. This is an exclusive, you guys.
What?
This might get someone fired, so please, if you know...
Horatio, are you sure you should say it?
I think I should say it. In the Mandalorian episode that I'm in.
Whisper.
Whisper. Yeah, I can still hear you.
Second season.
I can still hear.
You could lower.
Second season. I had the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And there was a mistake where there was a guy's arm in one of the shots.
The guy in jeans. Yeah, the guy.
Gene with one arm.
Yeah, like
Wait,
Levi
what?
Levi 501s.
Zach Levi was in 501?
Zach Levi was in episode 501,
Episode 501?
of The Mandalorian.
He's the arm and the jeans that was a mistake. And
Are you crying, Horatio? Horatio.
Oh my God.
Horatio,
You're so upset about the jeans guy from The Mandalorian.
You work so hard to make something perfect. And like Ben said, I really had good moments, dramatic and comedic. So you hate to see it, people laughing at it. Like,
and action moments, Horatio. You got to go on that little ledge. How high above the
You
ground
got to
was
go on that little
ledge?
It wasn't that high, but it was above lava, so it was dangerous.
But who's to say there aren't genes in the Star Wars universe? They have laser swords.
you,
They
Scott.
created
Thank
those.
you,
They can create denim.
The problem is there's no watches in Star Wars.
No
how does that
watches.
time
This Joker was wearing a watch.
Is that because there's no time, or because they don't know how to tell time?
I guess they're not concerned with time, really.
Yeah.
So they're
2 minutes here and there, an hour here and there. It's
what's
like,
that to a Star
listen,
Wars?
Who cares?
I got executed dragon in fucking, tonight.
A
I can't be
dragon?
worried about
I don't think there are dragons in the Star Wars universe.
There are.
Oh my God, is that another exclusive?
Space
That's
dragon.
another
Whisper it,
exclusive.
Horatio,
Yeah.
whisper it.
So there's a dragon in season 2. And
In season 2 that just
listen.
ended?
Season 2 is done.
yes,
What
season's
is it, a
over.
mistake?
Season.
A secret dragon that
Did
people
we miss it? What
Yeah,
happened?
you missed. There was the sand dragon.
Okay.
Come on, guys, the sand dragon.
I don't know. I'm starting to think that you're not even in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, everything you're saying doesn't make any sense.
I mean, you can't. It's possible that it's not me. Because it is a lot of latex and
A lot of latex. It
Lucas.
looks just like you, but with blue makeup.
It's literally
So they got someone who doesn't
There's a
look
lot of
like you and
latex.
put latex on them to look like you?
well, yeah. If they had to do a shot and I wasn't there, they would just put my latex on someone else's face.
Whoa. Why
And,
were you not there often?
Well, because I'd get fed up and walk off the set.
Horatio. That's not like you.
Fed up with what?
I know it's not fed up with all this latex. You try doing 15 hours of work covered in blue makeup.
15 hours over how many days, though?
A week and a half, you said, right?
Yep. 14 hours, and it was a 2-week period where I worked 6 days.
Wow.
You take it from there, you guys.
No, that sounds horrible.
Look, I'm still crying.
Oh, Horatio. Tears of a clown.
Yeah.
That guy was in charge of making the lasers. Blast against the
guy?
wall.
Which guy, Horatio?
Arm and jeans and watch guy.
That's the laser guy? That's your buddy?
He was supposed to make a laser.
Instead, he got on camera?
Unless he got on camera, yeah.
So he was...
And I told him, hey, bro, if you can see the lens can see you.
Whoa, that's just like your character.
So
That's
he was,
like how
he
your
was
character
there
talks.
in the background trying to put a laser in.
Yeah, he had a remote control and he had a laser in the wall. And when we would go, pew, he'd blast the laser.
Everyone would have to go, pew, and he would know.
They'd say, you go and you hold the gun.
Yeah.
You don't do that because it's a laser, right?
Right, there's no kickback. So
it's like a laser at a concert when you're like,
right, there's no kickback when you do a laser at a concert. So
if you kick
the
back,
only way to
no
know,
kickback.
Right.
But what you do is you put your upper lip over your bottom lip and you go, boo.
Oh, wow.
And then the
that's how
squib
they
goes
know.
off.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
This is
So if you'll notice,
incredible.
it gets cut out in the editing. Like you don't hear us going, boo, but our face is like, ooh.
So, right, you can see it. Wow, that is
It's almost
amazing.
like a ventriloquist, don't you think?
That's the beautiful thing about these. No matter how far the technology goes and volumes, it's still, you got to go back to your vaudevillian theatric training.
Yeah, you got to go back to your views.
Yeah, and once you ground yourself in your old,
Are you crying
rituals,
again, Horatio?
Yeah, what is that?
Jesus.
This I don't know why you're crying.
No,
about.
this is a weird time to
You're
cry.
just talking about vaudeville.
when I talk about vaudeville, dudes, that's
I don't know.
That's my stuff, bro. That's my shit.
Yeah.
So I get really maudlin
Right.
about it.
Well,
Thanks.
Ben, how about Sonic the Hedgehog spoilers? Because, the sequel probably coming out in a couple years or something. What do you got? I mean, I remember the spoilers on the post-credit scene where some other character came in and...
There is, okay. But you can't tell anybody about this.
Okay. What do you
For
got?
real. And I'll whisper it so you guys, okay?
Okay. Whisper.
Okay.
Okay, so
I can still hear you.
in the new Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I have a lot of new catchphrases. Whoa.
Give us one.
Okay, but you can't tell anybody.
Okay. Yeah.
Not a soul.
Okay. Whoa, those sizzling steaks.
Wow. Is that about... is there a barbecue happening? Or why do you say that?
Sonic sees like a nice pair of bottoms, a nice ass. Whoa, those sizzling
Who's ass?
Shh, I can't tell you, that's too much.
I see a horn dog.
What? No, he's not a horn dog, Horatio. He just saw a nice bottom.
On a background artist or one of the main characters?
No, it was a makeup artist Offset.
So when you watch the movie, how are you going to know what he's referring to?
What? What do you mean?
I don't.
Anyway,
Okay, never.
That's
Go
one.
ahead.
He's got a couple others if you want it.
Yeah,
do you want to hear some others? Better get Mako.
Better get Mako.
Shh! Don't tell people. That's a big one for him.
What? Who's Mako or what is Mako?
Well, Horatio laughed because it used to be a commercial.
Yeah. I watch a lot of television.
Yeah.
And Mako, they change transmissions and mufflers.
That's right.
Right.
The third one is so fucking insane. You can't tell.
Better get Mako.
What is it?
It's more insane than Mako. It's more insane than Mako. Horatio.
Okay, hit us.
Okay, all right. So there's a scene where Sonic jumps out of nowhere, lands on the ground, looks at the camera, and says, "What is that, a 45? What lens are you using?"
A 45. I thought he might be talking about a gun. A 45.
No, he's talking about the size of the lens. 75? Was it anamorphic lens? So Sonic is like really into lenses.
So he's into filmmaking.
Yes.
Or just lenses.
Yeah, and then I'll go, "Call sheets, anyone?" That's what he says at the end of the
He's
scene.
like Jerry Lewis. Is he like Jerry Lewis?
Why? What is Jerry? Why? Tell me Jerry Lewis story.
Do we still have to keep whispering for this Jerry Lewis story?
I gotta go pee.
Is it a secret?
Wait, Horatio's leaving?
Horatio's leaving.
He's leaving.
He's had enough.
Wow.
Horatio, you're back from peeing.
Yes, I had to pee.
By the way, we put a little sound effect in there, almost like a time passing sound effect, because you took like 5 hours to pee, and we were just sitting here on the Zoom.
We literally
the entire time.
We watched all of How To with John Wilson. We watched the entire series while you were gone.
We watched The Godfather and about 2 hours of The Godfather 2, so we still have about 90 minutes to go.
Yeah, we watched Moana 3.5 times.
Yeah. What was taking you so long?
I have lesions inside my penis.
Inside.
The Legions of Doom? Or what? Or did you say legions or lesions?
My doctor actually made that joke.
He made a joke while explaining
these
have
are lesions, the lesions of doom that you have inside your penis are making you take 5 hours to pee.
How often does your doctor joke around with you while giving you bad news?
Too much.
Too much.
In my opinion, too much.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
What are some of the other jokes he's made?
If it's okay to share.
He said, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Carol.
Carol who?
Carol Estrelal. Take it easy.
Okay, that one's not so bad.
I don't think that's a joke.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they're great.
All right, we need to take a break. When we come back, we have a couple of very interesting guests. This is exciting. I know you guys have to take off, right?
Both of us.
Yo!
All right.
Yep, you guys have to go, but we have a couple of really interesting guests when we come back.
Hey, Scott, I just wanted to say thanks for having us. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Sure. I'll catch up with you on the flip-flop, so we don't need to. We can dispense with the pleasantries right now, but you guys are leaving, so we'll see you later.
Jesus Christ. Fine, I'll see you soon. What an asshole. Bye.
All right,
Come on,
so we'll
Rod,
see you.
let's
But
get
when we
outta
come
here.
back, we have two great guests. We'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this.
My name is Dr. Diana Deep. I am a famous, beloved, unlicensed couples therapist who uses my years of unauthorized training to help people find harmony again in their relationships. I have a brand new podcast called Going Deep, and it's exclusively available on Stitcher Premium. In this podcast, you will hear from real couples experiencing real problems and learn from my very real, not fake expertise about how to go deep into your own relationships. Here's my producer with all the technical information.
Listen to Going Deep only on Stitcher Premium, with appearances from Paul F. Tompkins and Janie Haddad Tompkins, Scott Aukerman and Kulop Bielysok, Mary Sohn and Zeke Nicholson, and more. For a free month of Stitcher Premium, go to Stitcher.com/premium and use promo code DEEP on a monthly plan. That's Stitcher.com/premium, promo code DEEP.
Comedy Bang Bang, we're back, and Ben Schwartz and Horatio Sanz had to leave, but we have a couple of great guests here. Now, we all went through, of course, the holiday season recently. This is the first episode back of the new year. And, a lot of people during December, a lot of shows will have toy makers or merchants of toys on their show during December to say what hot new trends are coming up for toys this season and where they're sold and what might be running out. But I always think it's interesting to have these people on at different times to kind of check in with them to see what's going on in different months of the year. So I have a couple of toy makers on the show, and this is post-Christmas. So please welcome to the show Skip Weller and Chaniel Leftrowbottom.
Hey, guys. Chaniel here.
Hi, Chaniel.
Thank you for having us.
Hi,
Thank you for having us.
You're Skip Weller?
I am.
And do you guys know each other, or are you two separate toy makers who don't know each other?
No, we know each other.
We're very close.
Do you? Oh, you're very close. Are you personal friends, or do you work together?
Yeah, no. Well, we work together. We often go together and to conventions, and we often go to swap meets and whatnot, and try to find some inspiration for our toys.
Oh,
We worked
really?
on toys together. We build toys together.
Together. Oh, you build them together. So, four hands are better than two when it comes to toys.
What do you mean? What is that?
Actually, we just use two.
We just use two hands.
One hand each.
So I'm the lefty, of course.
And I'm the right, and we have to be very synchronized when we measure our toys.
Why would you guys do that? It seems like you could accomplish so much more without the practice and rehearsal if you just were to use both of your individual hands.
Oh, my right hand is an absolute mess. I injured my right hand in a toy making accident 25 years ago.
No, 25 years ago in 1995 or so, 1996?
In 1995, I injured it in a toy accident. I was building a horse, but a seahorse. I was building a horse that
Do you
goes
remember what was on
underwater.
the radio? Was like Pearl Jam on the radio?
Oh, yeah, it was, don't call me Jitter. I want no part
Okay,
of your
okay.
daughter. I'm Pearl Jam.
Great. Okay, so I'm really picturing this. And what happened? You were in the factory?
I was in a Gap shirt and a Gap pants. Do you want any other specifics?
Yeah, I'd like to know what happened now that we've set the scene, and I'm imagining you in your Gap shirt, your Gap pants, and I know what's on the radio.
Okay, I had a Happy Meal. The toy at the time was a Jurassic Park toy.
This was something that you were making, or you just happened to...
No, I was just enjoying the toy that came in the Happy Meal.
Okay.
I got 2 cheeseburgers, no pickles, just ketchup. I got a 6-piece chicken nuggets. I got a Sprite small, but I asked them to fill it up with ice, baby. And then I enjoyed my lunch. After that, I called my mama. My mama picked up the phone, and I said, hello, mama. She said, did you see this on TV? And I said, what? She goes, The Simpsons? And I go, yeah, it's been out for like 10 years, mama.
6 years at that point, I think.
Yeah, my God, mama. Anyway, what you were saying?
Oh, yeah.
You're explaining what happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
my
not
God.
know, Skip? Do you have no idea what happened to his hand?
I know, but I love hearing the story every time he tells
Does
it.
he
It's
tell
like
it
a
the
great
same
joke.
way, where he tells all this background that doesn't have any...
Always.
Okay.
Sometimes it's more background. Sometimes he starts at birth.
Anyway, the Pearl Jam song had ended, so I put on Dookie by Green Day.
Sure. So wait, one song ends, and then you put on a brand new CD?
Yes, I buy a CD for one song because I don't want to wear out the CD.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, like, one song is in less than mint condition, but the other songs are in perfectly mint
So
condition.
on the Pearl Jam CD, one song
Less than mint.
is a little worn out, but every other song plays fine.
Oh, have you heard that Pearl Jam song, A Little Worn Out?
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
Don't call me one out. I'm just a boy.
So you put on Dookie, and then what happens? Usually we take Dookie out, if you know what I mean. But you put it on.
A shit joke? Nice, Scott.
Oh, jeez.
And so Dookie,
You're better than shit jokes suddenly?
I'm not a joker at all. I just make toys.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Anyway, you were saying, Skip?
Chaniel. Chaniel. Chaniel, my brother.
Chaniel is his name.
Oh,
Chaniel.
your name is Chaniel?
No, his
I'm
is Skip.
I said you were saying Skip.
I said, yes.
This is a who's on first bit we do.
It seems like if you guys work together so closely, you guys would have better communication skills.
Skip?
Yeah, are you Chaniel?
I am.
Okay. Well, if you guys need to be introduced to each other every single time you have
we
a
don't.
shift.
We worked with each other for a very long time.
Then we developed these bits in the van on our way to swap meets.
These are bits. Oh, okay.
Oh, they're bits, of course.
Don't you want to know how Skip lost his left hand?
Yeah, I would. I mean, please, Skip. Do you want to tell that story? Are you comfortable with it? How long ago was it? Around the same time?
It was during Desert Storm. It was about 15 years ago. I was masturbating during a firefight, and I had my hand blown off.
Wait, this were you there, or this is back in the States at home?
Yeah, I wasn't at Desert Storm. This is in Prescott,
You're just
Arizona.
giving me context for when it was.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We like to give context for each other's stories.
We want to know what year it is.
That during a firefight, I assume, because
Sure, it was
people
always
weren't having
going on.
those.
Yeah.
I'm taking a pee behind the bar in Prescott, Arizona, and there's a shooting.
I thought you were
Accidental
I
shooting.
thought you were masturbating.
Well,
Just a little
sometimes
half
I do
and half.
both. I did the little half and half, as a lot of guys know what that is.
All over the place.
So there was an accidental shooting behind the bar.
While he was peeing and masturbating, yes.
Okay. Wow, that is a terrible situation. So
Yeah, and so I lost my masturbation hand, which is my left hand.
Oh, are you left-handed?
No, that's the thing. It's great. That's what's great about it. Is I can use my right hand to help make these toys.
Okay, but you can no longer do what you were doing that fateful night, I can only imagine. Or you've learned to adapt.
I've learned to adapt.
Yeah, good.
You know, I'll do whatever I can do to kind of simulate my hand.
To simulate your left hand? Why don't you just use your right?
Oh no, he made a toy that acts as his left hand that he can use.
Okay. We're just talking like a fleshlight.
Basically, how I lost my right.
It's like that. You know that Hulk fist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
That big Hulk fist. If you put a hole right in the middle, you can use that.
God, we were pissed when that came out because Skip was basically using
Who's
that type
Horatio?
of device to jerk
What's
off.
Horatio?
Sorry, I said Horatio. Oh, it's a game. Oh, by the way, 1992. I'm remembering exactly what happened right now. Do you mind if I tell you?
In 1992, 3 years before your accident?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Well, can I tell you what happened in 1992?
Sure, please, go ahead.
A few good men was on the movie screen, and I was
great.
thinking about what was going to happen in 1995. I was on my Game Boy in 1992, thinking about what's going to happen in 1995.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chaniel.
You want me to keep going?
It seems like you barely got to any of it, so yeah,
So
please.
Showgirls had just come out, right? 1995. We're back in the
Sure.
swing thing.
Showgirls, yes.
Friday had just come out. Tommy Boy had just come out. Of course. All
Seems
those
like
things
you're
in
reading a
1995.
list of movies online
Sorry?
right now.
No, of course not. I don't know. I don't use electronics because I make toys. Clueless had just come out. Billy Madison, Father of the Bride, Major Payne, Senior Trip had just come out. There I am in my place of work, masturbating and peeing behind a golf cart. Right
Behind a golf
I
cart.
should say. Desert Storm had happened a little bit of time before. Anyway.
And since, according to Skip over here.
Anyway, I was jerking off with my right hand. Someone shot it.
Someone shot... Wait.
Cut to the emergency room.
Yes. I'm
Sure,
there.
we don't
my
wanna-
hand's bleeding. I look over to my left. Who's there with his left hand bleeding?
These are totally different years. This is amazing.
A severely obese person walked in wearing a very big black T-shirt, and we kind of put it on both of us and did that bit where
Right.
we were a two-headed giant person with one right hand and one left hand.
You know that bit where you're a giant person with two heads? You know that bit, right?
So, Chaniel, you were in the operating room for 10 years before they got to you?
Man, it was a tough 10 years. I remember it because such movies had come out. Billy Madison, Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, Kids, Friday, Batman Returns.
Of course, yeah, all of these.
Heat, Casino, Tu Wong Fu, Thank You for Anything, Julian Newmar.
You know how everybody has COVID this year?
Yeah, that's...
I've come up with a gun that shoots COVID balls at people, and it's obviously not real COVID balls.
Like they're shaped like the novel coronavirus, where it's a little spiky balls.
And they're little, and their spikies are suction cups, so they'll stick to glass or your friend's face. Hopefully, if it's greasy enough.
Doesn't sound fun at all. Were you able to sell any of those this year?
We sold a lot to these Chinese companies that made them. They had made them for us, and they were like, we're going to dump them over here. And,
I thought you make the toys.
We make
no. We create the ideas.
Oh, so you're toy creators.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. But then
okay, ready? Name any kind of of things you'd want to make a toy out of, and we'll tell you exactly the perfect toy to make out of those things.
Okay, chain link fence.
Okay, fantastic. You can make yourself a sweet old chain link fence shirt.
For armor.
Like a shirt. So you use a pattern on the chain link fence?
Yeah, to protect yourself from bullets, yes.
Or dogs.
Seems like it would be a little more effective for dogs than bullets. I mean, bullets could probably... a chain link fence, not a lot of coverage there. They're like, you know what I mean?
Well, the links are really heavy. Hot links. It's a chain hot link. Hot link fence.
We were talking about a hot link fence, not a regular fence, but one made of hot sausages.
Another item, please.
So, okay, so you want to continue this? How about a computer modem?
A computer modem?
Sure.
Oh yeah, okay, that's easy. Yeah, you can make a little friend, put some googly eyes on it.
Okay, how many of your ideas are just putting googly eyes on something that already exists? Can I ask?
I don't know, like 80, 85, 90%.
Okay, so...
A little more, a little higher.
95. Tell me when to stop.
Yeah,
Skip.
95, 97.
The only thing basically that wasn't the googly eye thing was the fence, the armor fence.
Okay. So that's your one bit of inspiration, is the chain
and
link.
One thing that sells really well now is...
If it smells, it sells. That's the old toy maker adage.
That's what they say. Is that Chaniel put googly eyes on a bag of googly eyes that they sell at Michael's Custom Craft.
Whoa!
You got it. And people want to buy the bag because it's a little creature.
Yeah, it looks like it wants to talk to you, but then when you open it up, it's a lot of different eyeballs.
That's a kind of a unique idea. I've never seen anything like that. That's incredible.
Thank you.
He puts eyelashes on cars and everything. He buys his own eyelashes and puts them on people's cars.
Yeah, I'll steal eyelashes from people and put them on other things.
Wait, you're stealing eyelashes?
Oh yeah. If I find a person that has got a sweet set of eyelids, I look at them and I'm like, "Do you mind if I borrow your eyelashes?" They of course say no. I punch them in the face, grab those lashes, and put them on a car.
It's funny because in a car,
the car's headlights are so big and these lashes are so fucking tiny.
No one notices.
No, but
you got to look up very close.
If you get up close, it's fucking hilarious.
Well, who do you work for? Do you have a boss?
Bruce Springsteen.
What?
Bruce Springsteen, not the E Street Band, just Bruce.
So he doesn't bring the E Street Band into the toy making.
No, he wants to keep it all for himself.
Oh, man, he is so selfish.
Yeah, he's one of our biggest investors. Chaniel actually dated one of his babysitters.
Oh, it was amazing.
And that's how we got to know who he was.
By the way, if you check out any of his babysitters, none of them have eyelashes anymore. Excuse me.
Chaniel.
Is there a website where I can check out all of Bruce Springsteen's babysitters?
Yeah, Spreens Lashes.
Lashes is in there?
Yeah, SpreensLashes.org /
Okay. So are you guys friends, or is this a friendship of convenience because you work together and you have to work together?
That's so rude.
I don't think it's rude. I think you're on this show. This is, of course, the show where we talk to interesting people. We find out about their entire lives. And, I wonder if this is a challenge for you, or if you have any kind of petty
Skip,
squabbles
what's my
with
birthday?
each other.
If you're friends with me, you know my birthday. Skip, what's my birthday?
April 4th.
That's correct. So I guess we're friends.
Okay.
What's
4
my
months
birthday?
away.
April 1st.
That's right. What?
Okay.
What year?
1923.
Mine or yours?
Yours.
Bingo. Yours, 63.
That's correct.
right?
I'm way younger than you.
So you're so Skip, you're 97 years old, and Chaniel, you're 57.
Math. Quick math. Quick.
I don't know why
math.
you're singing.
Quick.
I have a friend who does
math.
that. I mean, that's like a May-December friendship here. I mean, do you have a lot in common? Other than, of course, not being able to use your opposite
we
hand.
both love toys. We
Okay.
both have one hand.
We love bits.
Oh my God, we love Bits. We love Desert Storm.
We love our
guess
troops.
We
Which,
love.
by the way, Skip, you said you were you lost your head when you were doing this 15 years ago. When you were 82.
Yeah. I was still spitting out there, if you know what I mean.
I guess.
So I still masturbated when I was 82, and I stopped.
Did you guys
about
shoot each
a
other?
week
That's
ago.
what I was getting to before.
Okay, you got us. You got us.
In 2 separate incidents.
We looked each other up on Craigslist. We were 2 guys that just wanted to have their heads blown off, and the rest is history.
We haven't sold a toy since.
Really?
But the dream is alive.
The dream is alive, baby. Every Christmas we pray, and every Christmas our prayers are dashed.
What's the best toy you ever came up with?
Clock thrower.
Clock thrower?
Yeah.
It throws clocks, or it's a clock that throws things?
When you set the alarm, it jumps at the person in bed.
It lunges at them?
It lunges
Great
at them.
idea.
Yeah,
That's a great
yeah.
idea.
To like throttle them and wake them up, or to shake them?
To scare them, throttle them up. Basically, it's made with material that's not going to hurt them. So it's rubber, so it'll hurt them a little bit, but not really. And it jumps off the nightstand, boom, hits you on the head, and you're like, what the fuck?
So when you hear it go off, you have roughly, 5 seconds to get out of the way if you don't want to be hit every morning?
You have about 4.7 seconds.
I remember when you thought of that idea, Skip, you had just watched Beauty and the Beast, and you're like, oh, clocks can move?
Mm-hmm. That's the first time I realized clocks could move.
What'd you think of Beauty and the Beast? And that was 1992, I believe.
I hope so.
When you were thinking about what was going to happen in 1995.
Well, listen, my best invention I've ever had was a knife, but the handle of the knife was also a knife.
Oh, knife.
So that's like
knife.
a double-sided knife. In other words,
It's a blade on top, blade on bottom, baby.
so it's sort of like a Darth Maul, but with a knife instead of lasers.
There's no handle. It's just 2 blades.
That's right, 2 blades. It's like a Wesley Snipes.
2 blades. Yeah, well, he was 3 blades, pretty famously, as I recall.
Okay.
Sorry to burst your bubble on this. You seem really deflated because of
I
it.
couldn't believe it. I've seen Blade and Blade 2. There was 3.
There was a third one, and you might like it even more than the first
I
2.
don't think so. I love the first 2. This is disgusting. I hate it.
Wait, you hate it
hey,
when
guys.
someone makes a sequel to a movie that you love?
Well, I love Blade 1. I love Blade 2.
Yes.
They made 2
Skip.
of those.
Skip, what you're saying?
Yeah, I said they've made 2 of those Blade Runners.
Well, no, before that, you interrupted and said, hey, guys.
Oh, yeah,
like you had
yeah.
something to say.
I was going to say, there's this new razor out there that has 5 blades.
Are you fucking serious?
So, do you want to watch that at my house? I can make some air popcorn.
Sure.
I would
With the helmet
love
off?
that.
I don't know about that, but so there you go. That's my blade joke, and that's the kind of bits we do when we're creating these toys.
Well, guys, it's all right. You guys have to go. I'm sorry, but we'll be right back with 2 other weirdos when Comedy Bang Bang returns. We'll be right back. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back, and of course, Chaniel Leftrowbottom, I'm sorry, and Skip Weller had to leave. But an old friend has decided to drop by to talk to us. He's been on the show many times over the years. Please welcome back to the show, Shelly Driftwood.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, when you say guys, you mean me, right?
Yeah, I mean you and my neighbor who's here with us.
Oh,
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Good. You brought your neighbor with you. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Bobby Knuts. I am a little child, and Shelly asked me to come along today because I'm not to be I'm not to be trusted on my own.
Oh, okay. You're a little boy. You sound so mature for a little boy. I have to
Thank
say.
you. I can buy cigarettes.
Oh, so wait, you're 18?
No, I use my voice. You ever see Home Alone 2? I use this voice, and people think it's like whatever, then I make it a little bit deeper.
Does he buy cigarettes in Home Alone 2?
The Home Alone 2 I saw, he buys cigarettes, does heroin, then goes to the pigeon lady.
That's an alternate universe, Home Alone 2, I think.
Yeah.
You guys you guys are on the same Zoom, I can see. You guys are together.
Yes. How are you?
Yeah, we are. We're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, Cleveland rocks.
Wait, what are you guys doing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? That's incredible.
Just staying away from everybody, keeping away from the COVID.
Oh, because it's
keeping
closed
the Rock
down?
and Roll Museum, making sure no one breaks into the Rock and Roll Museum and desecrates any of the displays.
That's
Shelly
incredible.
keeps telling me that if we stay here long enough, all the guitars will come to life, like in Night at the Museum.
How long have you guys been at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame then, quarantining together?
How long's it been? Like 2 weeks?
2 weeks, 14 days.
You guys
15 days?
really should have been quarantining since March, I would think. But it's only been 2 weeks for you?
No, just 2 weeks so far.
Bobby Knuts is the son of Charles Knuts, who played drums with Dio.
Oh.
Yeah, back in the day. So that's how I know him. I babysit him,
Oh, okay.
when I can.
Shelly's
He's
a good babysitter
kid.
too, by the way.
Oh, really? What's your babysitting style? Hands on, hands off?
What is your babysitting style?
Well, I do zombie break-in.
Yeah.
Or depending what the age of the kid, I'll pretend the zombie's breaking in. And I'll find some stuff in the fridge and just spit it out of my mouth and just walk around like I'm sick.
It's really
Kids
funny.
really got it. Kids are like, "What happened? What happened to Shelly?" I'm like, I died.
And then my dad will come back like a couple hours later and they'll be like, "Why are there no fucking eggs in the fridge?" And Shelly will be like, "Zombie." And I'll be like, "It's so fun." He's a great babysitter.
I am a great babysitter, and and everybody in the rock world, people know me. I'm pretty good, like a rock and roll babysitter now.
You're a rock and roll babysitter. So what happened? You were babysitting Bobby Knuts over here a couple of weeks ago, and you realized that you should take it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame instead of his house?
Well, his dad and mother are going through a rough breakup, and
Oh, I'm so sorry.
his dad's doing an Oreo Speedwagon tour right now.
An Oreo Speedwagon thing. It's a branded content for Oreo.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Oreo
interesting.
sponsored. Oreo sponsoring an Oreo Speedwagon tribute tour right now that's going through
So I'm by myself, even though my parents
Laos,
are going through some stuff.
Cambodia, Vietnam,
Oh,
a lot, most of Southeast Asia.
Yeah, interesting. So they're having a rough time. I'm so sorry. What's making it so rough? A lot of arguing, or
Well, I hear them arguing a bunch, and then they're like yelling, and they don't like each other's cooking styles, and they don't like the same TV shows and stuff that they watch, and they like monster trucks, but they only like the wheels. They don't like the truck part. And
that must be so hard for them to go to a monster truck rally and have to watch those trucks instead of just the wheels rolling around.
Yes, I don't know.
It's the silliest arguments that do the most damage to these kids sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like it's my fault, and Shelly tells me it's not, but I feel like it's my fault that they're not even doing it.
Oh, no, Bobby Knuts. It's not your fault. No. I mean, the sins of the parents can't be passed down to the
Do the
child.
whole Goodwill Hunting scene with me. Do the whole Goodwill Hunting scene with me, please.
It's not your fault.
What?
Do I have to have the Boston accent? I don't know that I can pull it
please,
off.
come on. Please.
It's not your fault. It's
What?
not your fault.
What?
It's not your fault.
It's not my fart?
Okay. See, I told you I couldn't pull off the accent.
Is that scene about someone farted in that room and Robin Williams is saying,
Robin
"Is that
Williams
yours?"
does say fart in it, and he says it with a Boston accent. He says fart.
Oh.
Shelley,
Anyway.
anything to add?
I'm loving this scene, and it's one of my favorites when Robin Williams says fart in that film. It breaks down all the seriousness of it.
It really does. So you are taking Bobby Knuts under your wing here and into the wings of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What are some of the interesting things that you've been able to see? I mean, this is like any little boy or little girl who wants to grow up to be a rock star. This is like their dream, being alone in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for 2 weeks.
All right, here's a little hint. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, pants. 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, pants. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11, 12 o'clock, pants. Bill Haley in the comments, pants are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Are they hanging up on the wall, framed, or they're just like in a pile by the laundry?
It's a great rock and roll laundry pile, and it's kind of the lesser known people, so stuff from their collection. It's all just thrown in a pile.
So when you're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you turn down a corridor. There's just a pile of laundry sitting there. Most people don't know that this is famous laundry.
Yeah, it says, "Hey, welcome to Rock and Roll Laundry." And then you just see piles of laundry in this, I guess, a fake laundromat. I hope so.
Whole fake laundromat?
A whole fake laundry inside the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum.
Wow.
And then that's how because a lot of times rock and roll people will send junk to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and people will be like, hey, we're not going to display this. I mean, but if you throw it in the pile, you can still get that same satisfaction of being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I mean, I think it would be interesting to see Elvis's jumpsuit or something, but just like a pair of pants worn by Bill Haley.
I thought you were going to say Elvis's junk.
That would be insane, dude. That would be insane. Can you imagine?
To be honest, if I were in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and his penis were nailed to the wall, yeah, that would be interesting too.
Do you think it would be hard, or do you think it would be like just what kind of Elvis penis are you thinking of?
I mean, it depends on when they chop it off, I would imagine.
Yeah, I guess I miss my dad.
Well, listen, kid, your parents are going to be back in a few months. By then, we'll have the vaccine, so we can go back to school, take you back to school.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to see in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame while you're there?
Oh, man, there's so much cool stuff here. We have the socks from the Chili Peppers. We have the Chumbawamba, the Chumbawamba's toes. Those are so cool. Have you ever seen Chumbawamba's toes?
No, I don't know that I've ever had occasion to see them. I don't even think they pointed down at their toes during the video.
Exactly. So you have no idea what they're going to look like. That's why it's so important. That's why Shelly always tells me that what we're seeing is history. And if you forget about history, then you can't pass it on. So now I know what Lionel Richie's nose hair looks like, and I could tell my friends.
So do you want to be a rock and roller, Bobby Knuts?
I mean, I've written some songs, but just because Shelly pushed me to.
Could we hear one?
I don't know. Do you want?
I want to. Yeah, of course I want to. I would. I mean, look, it doesn't matter how finished or unfinished they are. I would love to hear just a rough draft, even.
Okay. All right, Shelly, you have to do the chorus when it gets there. Okay?
Which one do you want to do?
I'll start it up. You know the one.
Okay. When I hear it, I'll know.
Okay. Don't call me Bobby. I'm just a boy, and here I go.
Okay, I get the picture.
What do you think?
I see you dancing at the
I'm hearing dogs squeal at how bad that
was
is.
me. That was me.
Oh, that was you.
Bobby's squealing like a dog when he's happy. Go,
Bobby squealing like a dog is when I'm happy.
How are you guys eating? Is there a restaurant in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or?
Yeah, there's a restaurant here.
Really? What do they serve?
It's a Johnny Rockets. They serve fish and chips, sushi, more sushi.
Oh yeah, fish and chips, sushi,
lollipops,
cheeseburgers,
giant lollipops,
chutney curry.
How giant are these lollipops?
They have a Chef Boyardee dispensing machine.
Refurbished. It was refurbished
cans of Chef Boyardee. Yeah.
This is amazing. So is it fully staffed or do you have the place to yourself?
Well, the virus and there's nobody here. We're trying to make sure nobody steals anything, so we have to cook for ourselves. But Shelly's not a bad cook, by the way.
Thank you, Bobby.
Of course, Shelly.
Bobby Knuts, of course.
I like to make stuff that's fun for kids.
Yeah, what dish is your specialty?
Oh my God. What would you say your favorite dish is, Shelly?
Fish stick grilled cheese.
Oh, so good. It's a grilled cheese, but fish sticks are to the side.
To the side.
Yeah, always on the side.
Yeah.
Could I have a fish stick grilled cheese? Fish sticks on the side, please.
What's your other favorite?
Frozen shrimp macaroni.
Oh, this is insane. So it's macaroni to the side and then frozen shrimp.
Okay, and do you eat the macaroni?
It's dinner, you fool.
You're too young to be having catchphrases, young man.
I don't know. I mean, when I see a sweet set of Salisbury steaks, oh me, oh my, I gotta say it.
Yeah, I know. But I've had guests come on this show who really are angling for catchphrase T-shirts to be made. There's this one guy who's on the show who had a "It's All Joking a Salad" shirt, and you can't just come on here and shoot for it and try to say it's dinner, you fool. Like we're going to be making T-shirts out of that.
Well, now it's gonna be because you did it.
Hello, T-shirt company.
Oh God! Whoa, Shelly's on the phone with the T-shirt company.
This is Shelly.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, I got a new idea for a T-shirt.
Oh,
Do it,
no
Shelly,
idea.
do it.
Hey, Shelly's got a new idea for a T-shirt. Everyone gather around the phone.
Shelly's on the phone with a new idea for a T-shirt.
I'll put him on speaker.
Okay, hey,
All right, Shelly, we've been waiting for this call forever. Hit us,
Guys.
hit us with it. What's your new idea for his fucking T-shirt?
Hey, don't curse so much, Bobby.
Hey, fuck you. This is Shelly I'm talking to.
Okay, Shelly.
Hey, let's not fuck each other's dicks right now.
Wait, Shelly,
let's
why
sign it.
are you saying that, Shelly?
Oh, sorry.
I'm the one who curses.
That's right. I need 4 million shirts made, and here's the catchphrase.
All right, hit us.
Bobby, what's the catchphrase again?
Don't slip on my meatballs.
Here, get it and spell it right. Don't slip on my meatballs.
Whoa, it's a new catchphrase for a shirt. Amazing. Don't slip on my meatballs. This is crazy.
I need 4 million of them sent. We'll give you the address.
To the usual places, shall we?
To the usual. My manager's
Fame,
office.
4 million to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
This is incredible for a T-shirt. Shelly, you always come through with the gold. I love you, baby. I love you.
It's
Just
Bobby.
in time to save 2021.
That's right. Everybody have a beautiful, beautiful 2021.
Hey, let's end this
yeah.
phone call like we always end it, with you making a toast to the future.
Everybody in the future.
I guess I meant to the future, not to everyone in the future.
Oh, the whole future?
You do you.
I'll do a salute to the future.
Well, then we call that
Future.
a toast, not a salute.
Get over here. I'll do a salute. Future, get over here already. What are you waiting for? We're sitting here in the present, not enjoying any of it. Get off your ass and come to us. Future, come here. Give me a hug. Let's work it out. Happy New Year.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful, Shelly.
Wow.
You have the soul of a poet and the body of a Greek god, if you don't mind me saying. You.
Hey, what are you saying?
You're talking about my 2 inches?
Shelly, you always know how to say the funniest thing as you get off the phone. I love you, baby. Thanks for saving our fiscal year, which starts in January, of course. Love you, baby. Talk to you later. Talk to you soon. See you on the flip-flop.
How did it go, Shelly? I couldn't hear the other side.
Amazing.
It was so funny. I did this character where I was like, I matched his energy is all I can say. And
Wait, you were
I think
doing
the bit worked good. I don't
you
know.
were doing a character when you talked to your T-shirt company.
When I talk to my T-shirt guy, I start talking like him because he's this brash New Yorker, who really knows his business.
Well, Shelly, we love having you on the show. It's and great to meet you, Bobby Knuts. But
Hey, it was so nice to meet you. I feel like I don't really get to meet people your age.
I know,
This was awesome.
You know, we're running out of time. We just have time for one final feature on the show, and that is a little something called plugs.
She's a classy lady, and she's got a little money to spend on a podcaster's Patreon or a sexy live streaming event.
Ooh, nice and short. That was Brian B. with Sophisticated Plugs. Thank you to Brian B.
Sophisticated punk.
All right, guys, what are we plugging here? Shelly Driftwood, do you have anything you want to plug?
I like everybody to just follow my best friend.
Like follow
Frank Sidoris. Frank Sidoris.
Doris, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's Frank Sidoris on Instagram. He's one of my bros.
That's easy to remember,
cool.
Frank Sidoris, and it's probably spelled exactly the way that it smells.
Yeah, he smells like rock and roll, baby.
Yeah. Bobby Knuts, anything you want to plug?
Well, you know what? Improv doesn't get a lot of run, and so you can't really go to shows right now, but I heard there are 3 improv specials called Middleditch and Schwartz on Netflix. that maybe more people should watch so they can do more, because I fear if more people don't watch it, that's it, baby.
What are the numbers? Can you let us in on what they're looking like?
They're 99, I think it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, so you think it would be great. I think the numbers are okay. I think the numbers are quote unquote exactly where we thought they'd be.
Well, I saw one the other day. It was very funny with Short Paul, and it was they're fun to watch. And if you want a good time, you should turn on one of those, and then also turn on Auntie Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun, which is a show that I produced and I'm in over on Netflix. 6 short episodes. I think they're 20 minutes apiece, and we also could use a second season. So watch those if you want a good time and you want to spend your afternoon laughing. Also, you can listen to Paul F. Tompkins and Lauren Lapkus and I have a spin-off podcast called Freedom, where it's just us talking as friends and we play games. And that comes out on Thursdays. So subscribe wherever you get podcasts. All right, you know what? My friends Ben and Horatio, every year for 6 years, have closed up the plug bag by singing a new theme every single year. And every single year, people hate it for the first 3 months, and then they really like it, usually because some really cool person sets it to music, and it becomes an earworm.
Oh, is it never because of the actual lyrics of the music to begin with?
No, never. But Shelly and Bobby Knuts, do you guys want to maybe try to sing something here for a closing the plug bag theme? Now,
is that what you want for a year? Think about that right now. Is that what you want?
Yes. Here are the parameters. It has to be about closing the plug bag, not opening it.
Okay.
And it has to be good. And it has to be shorter than last year. Those are the only the only requests.
So what are the parameters one more time?
It has to be about closing the plug bag, not opening it. Has to be better than last year, and it has to be short. Okay. Do you guys want to try something?
Well, we haven't heard last year's, but I think what we think of will be great.
Sure. This is Shelly Driftwood and Bobby Knuts with a new closing the plug bag theme.
When you see something open, get a rope up and start to twist.
Then you find that you're getting a little I missed.
You think you're crying and you know what to do.
Get up in there and do what you do.
You gotta
open up the plug bag.
Open it up.
Open up the plug bag.
Make sure it's not closed.
Open up the plug bag.
Make sure you got oxygen.
And don't mess around with it.
Make sure you don't mess around. Don't mess around. You make sure you don't mess around. Don't mess around. Don't mess
open
around.
It up.
Don't mess
open
around.
It up.
Talking. Don't mess around. Don't mess
open
around.
It up.
Talking. Don't mess
open
around. Don't mess around. And don't mess around. Don't mess around. Talking. Don't mess around.
Don't mess around.
Open that shit.
Wow. Well, I mean, I think maybe it was a little bit shorter.
Yeah, Emma, you hear my dog howling?
Yeah, your dog's howling. Amazing, guys. Well, we'll see what we can do with that for the rest of the year. And maybe once we're out of quarantine, my other two friends could come back and do one in person. But we're just about out of time for this, the first episode of 2021. And I want to thank our guests. I want to thank our previous guests, Chaniel, Leftrowbottom, and Skip Weller, and our current guests, Shelly Driftwood and Bobby Knuts, and also a couple of guys who I think I was talking to them at the beginning, Ben Schwartz and Roger something. I can't remember exactly. But I want to thank you guys, Shelly and Bobby. So great to talk to you.
Thanks, Scott. Good to talk to you. I can't believe it's 2021. It's really scary. The last time you did this New Year's Eve show, things were normal.
Well, Shelly, it's great to talk to you. Always great catching up with you. Have fun at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Have you broken any of the exhibits or anything like that? Is everything still intact?
We put on the Fat Boys jackets and started wrestling, and we kind of damaged a few of the jackets.
Oh, no. Well, but we don't have time to get into that. We have to end the episode. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.
See you, everybody.
Bye, guys and girls.